I'm going to call this video Inner Wisdom. Wisdom is not knowledge. Wisdom is not collecting more information, reading more books. Wisdom is experience, life experience. So if you are a wise person, it's because you've had the experience in that area and can pass on that wisdom to other people. Now, when it comes to the divine or to meditation or to the purpose of life, wisdom is in that department, the experience of knowing the divine, experiencing the divine, living the connectedness, living in the hand of God, in the heart of God. And true wisdom, the greatest source of wisdom, is through your own experiencing that you are divine. You are living and walking your divine path in every moment. That no matter what's going on, everything's okay. This inner wisdom has been so overlooked. When we look at beliefs and religions around the world, there's always an inner teaching and an outer teaching. In the church, in Buddhism, in Hindi, in Muslim, Islamic countries, I'm pretty sure there'd be probably something that's taught to everyone so that they can live a good life. And then there's the inner teaching, which appears to be reserved for people that are more serious or diving in deeper or dedicating their life on a deeper level to that path. With my meditation, it's exactly the same. We teach people how to meditate, which is fabulous. The more people meditating, the better, because your life starts to change and you kind of like reclaim your own power, that you have a choice. So you're not a victim to your thoughts or to circumstances. You realize that there's a choice there. The inner teaching of the meditation I do is when you start to realize that you have that choice and you're making that choice, you recognize the silence or stillness that's there naturally when you're not thinking. Now, when you're just naturally in the present moment, you start to realize that is endless and eternal. Now, some people might call that God. Some people might call that from many different religious beliefs or traditions from the wording of their belief. Depending on what books people have read, they might call it, something like, I don't know, the light, divine mother. I can't think of anything at the moment. But when we teach meditation and people are asked to write what is their highest concept of that experience of the God or of the universe for themselves, the words that what we write on the whiteboard when we teach, their words are actually amazing because it's universal, right? But everyone typically has some sort of idea or concept that they call that. But through meditation, you start to experience that. You realize you are connected to that. And then as you continue through meditation, you realize you are that. So the great truths that have been around for thousands and thousands of years, that you are that, there's no separation. You are that stillness, whatever word it's called in that tradition. A lot of traditions might call it Brahman, God, many, many different words. But the purpose or the goal of meditation is actually, the inner teaching is realizing that existence is happening now and that you are that. And so that you start to actually live in that existence. So the inner teaching is actually the connection with God, or whatever word fits in there for you, the actual realization that existence is happening now. And it's not when you die. It's not in 7 lifetimes. It's not whatever else the belief is when you go to a certain location. It's now. And you live that by coming into this eternal moment and living this moment, okay? So the inner teaching, the inner wisdom is actually experiencing that. Is it easy? Yeah, it actually is once you know what you're doing and when you realize it. Do you need anything? Yes. In my path, I needed first the tool, which was meditation, and the guidance, which was the teachers. Why? Because my mind, I had lots of concepts about life, but then even about spirituality. I had lots and lots of ideas around spirituality. And then I had lots of ideas of what enlightenment was supposed to look like. And of course, then I had lots of ideas of what if I could be enlightened, right? And I think most people I talk to have the same, because then it's almost like a sin, or what's the word, blasphemy, for me to even say I am God, right? It's just like no one can say that. But when you start to actually have the experience, and then you start to really see what's going on with the mind and the concepts, you start to realize as your own truth what that means for you. And it's fascinating. So anyway, if you're interested in any of this, leave comments, ask questions. There's always more. It's a wonderful journey.